Some days may be harder than others, and on the days when you don't feel like doing anything, I still want to remind you that you can do hard things. You may be going for a difficult time in your life. You may be going through situations that may want to overwhelm you, but you can still do hard things. With God, all things are possible. If you don't remember anything else from this video, I want to remind you that if God has called you to any particular task, any particular project, any particular assignment, whatever it is, with God, you can do all things. With God, you can do hard things. In this video, I will basically be cleaning for the day, and I want to take you along this journey with me as I clean. It's an area in my life, something that I really find relief in whenever I do it. I love a clean area, and as well, I do it well. So why not just clean and find peace in this journey that I'm in? And you can clean with me. Well, actually, you watch me clean. And right now, I basically just cleaned up the bed sheets in the room and gonna have them washed. We have a manual washing machine, which means that I literally have to do everything manually. I cannot just simply put the clothes in and then go about my merry day. So I would have to put the water in. Well, actually, the water is connected to the washing machine, so that makes it easy. And all I do is that I allow the washing machine to fill up itself, but I would have to come in now and again to check on the machine. We have 4 dogs, 2 cats. 4 dogs, 2 cats. And daily, I take the time to clean up their dishes, make sure that they are ready and organized and prepped so that they can be fed, because they are important too. And though sometimes it may seem daunting, though sometimes it can become tiring, I remind myself that I can do hard things. While the laundry is doing its thing, I am back in the bedroom doing what we have to do, which is to put on new laundry. I am replacing the pillow cases with some fresh pillow cases. I am simply just getting everything organized, replacing a new sheet, a fresh clean sheet, to ensure that my son can enjoy his bed. I actually really love doing this. And that's one thing that I realized over the time. Though it may seem like the mundane thing that I do every single time, being in this transition in my life in between jobs have allowed me the opportunity to enjoy life while being at home and to take up the homemaking role, and where I do a lot more work than I used to do before. Because before, you would go to work from 8 to 4 and then you become so busy. By the time that I would get home, I would become so busy and so lost, because I would then have to help my son with schoolwork, homework, homework, and ensure that he's organized and prepped, ensure that his dinner is ready, he has his bath, and do all the motherhood stuff. And then find some time to just relax before I go off to bed to do the same thing again. But being home have allowed me the opportunity to just breathe and to just rest and to appreciate the simple things of life, like cleaning and organizing, which is something that I enjoy doing. And the more that I do it is the more that I realize that I actually love doing this thing. I can't believe I'm actually saying love, But yes, I actually do find joy and pleasure and rest while doing those simple, mundane things in life. And one of the things that I really love to do is to ensure that the bed is perfectly neat. Just doing my best to ensure that everything is good and is done well. Because while you may think that you cannot do hard things, if you do not put yourself to the task, if you do not decide, okay, I'm gonna challenge myself to do this hard thing, then guess what? You never come to the realization like, oh my God, I can really do this. Because you really can. And you may never know that you have the potential within you if you don't try. So that hard thing that may seem like I cannot do it. Maybe you have to write a business plan, and just the thought of sitting down and writing the business plan may seem so daunting. You can do hard things. You can do this hard thing because with God on your side, nothing is impossible. And as you follow the instructions, His guidance, He's going to help you accomplish every single part of the business plan. And then you're going to come to the realization at the end of the business plan that I could actually write a business plan. And I'm talking from a personal experience. That sometimes I would not want to take on a particular task because I don't feel like I have what it takes to do it. And that's not true. All of these are just lies that the enemy put in our mind to make us believe that we cannot do the thing that God Himself has called us to do. But that's a lie. Because remember that with God, all things are possible. Once He calls you to do a particular thing, then He has already equipped you. You just need to start. So I want to encourage you that that hard thing that you may be running from, just do it, just start. And you realize along the way that you actually have this skill and that ability and that talent. And as you use all of these abilities within you, then you realize that you can do hard things. With God on your side, you can do hard things because He makes all things possible. This right here is a tapolin. So During Hurricane Maria, actually, after Hurricane Maria hit our country, that was received by one of the organizations who came out to assist us in Dominica. And what we use it for, how the house has been designed. So it definitely helps in preventing our veranda from flooding whenever it's a very windy, rainy day. One thing that I love about living in the Caribbean is the sun and the wet, windy days. On this day, it was not so sunny, but it was windy. So that really helps with the drying of the clothes and it makes the process really successful. It's about the time for me to get the animals fed, and I'm just organizing their plates, their bowls, the food. So we don't usually give them dog food or cat food. Well, actually, I'm out of cat food right now. So the cat and the dog eat from the very same pot. We give them human food, and right now I'm just getting the bowls organized. So we have four bowls for the food and then four bowls for the water. The cats have their separate bowls, which would be somewhere around. So right here, I'm basically just putting the food in for them, ensuring that they all get an equivalent amount of food. Some may eat more than the other. Sometimes they don't always eat the food. If they don't really like it, then they don't eat it. They're pretty much just like human beings. I try to make the food interesting so they can eat it, because just like us, sometimes we may get tired of eating the same foods over and over again. So in that case, I try to make it interesting for them to. Cleaning poop is something I have to deal with every day, at least for 5 days in the week, because sometimes I take the weekend off. And today I had to deal with that right even before they eat. Sometimes they still poop, so I have to clean it up and ensure that all the dogs are fed. Then once they are done eating again, I come back out to clean up the poop, clean up the yard, and get their organized and clean before everybody else gets home from work. right here in this moment, I am just getting the dining table organized and reset so that it would be available for use when it's just much better to have an organized dining table. It makes it a lot more inviting for you to sit and eat your dinner. And it also just goes with the flow of the house. And I did take the time to clean not only the dining area, but did the dishes, and clean off the rest of the house, the living room, the kitchen area, just to get there organized and clean so that when everyone comes home, then they do not have to worry about cleaning and can just relax for the rest of the day. Doing housework takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot from you. So if that's what you do every single day, it's important and you should continue to do it, because even if you may not receive an award at the end of the year, you are doing a fantastic job, and continue to do what you do at home to take care of the family. I'm doing a wonderful job of having to clean up the poop. And yes, all this is part of taking care of the home. And one of the things that I learned, even while I'm home, that while we are home and we manage the home, we learn management skills. We learn skills that we can use when we go back into getting a full time job or when we go out to work, however, that you may choose to work. And you can transfer those skills, those homemaking skills, into your business skills, into your new organization skills, into different areas of your life if you are part of a secondary group, that you can incorporate those skills that you learn, because we learn a lot from managing the home. It takes a lot from us, but we also gain a lot as well. Every single thing that God has called us to do matter. And I never want you to feel like what you are doing, whether it may be just staying home and taking care of the home, does not matter, because it's important. We need those who take care of the home, and we need those who goes to work. And we appreciate the hard work that you continue to do. And remember that you can do harder things. It doesn't matter how it may seem challenging. Nothing is as challenging as it seems. But once you put your best foot forward, once you decide that I can do hard things and remind yourself of that every single day, you'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish by just having that positive mindset and going forth and tackling every single project every single day with the Lord ahead of you, and with all of your efforts and your skills and abilities, just going forth and doing everything with excellence. You can do hard things.